Hi guys, thank you for joining us today, and I'm excited to share with you guys this new controller that we have in our hands today, the Nyxi Master P1 wireless controller. So for all of you guys who aren't familiar with Nyxi, well, they are popular for their controllers that are GameCube themed, which is very nostalgic for every gamer out there. So they have a controller like this, and like this, and they also have hand controllers for your Switch, which I would like to get my hands on and review one of these days.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, Nyxi.
So coming back to the Wireless P1 wireless controller, why am I so excited about this controller? Well, because the design of the Master P1 controller is quite different and refreshing from their other type of controllers. And this controller can work from your PC, for your Android and iOS devices, and of course for your Nintendo Switch as well. So why don't we go ahead and unbox this Master P1 wireless controller.
So here we have our Nyxi Master P1 controller. Some slick design controller. I really like this color, and you can see here there's a subtle strip for RGB on both sides of the handles, which is very nice. We have our Hall effect joysticks for precision zero drift. We have our Hall sensor analog and micro changeable 2-in-1 triggers. So if you can see at the back, we have control here in order for us to control the depth of our triggers. So if you want shallow for faster trigger, or if you want with the normal depth of the trigger. We also have our two programmable buttons here that we can lock actually. So I like this because if you really don't want to use and don't want to accidentally press your programmable buttons, you can actually lock it up like so, and yep, you cannot press it anymore. Then moving on to the front, so we have all our normal buttons here, and the one thing that I like about this one is this dedicated mute button. So with one push of a button, we can actually mute our devices. And if you want to change the volume, they also have dedicated volume buttons here at the bottom, which is very nice. See how subtle this RGB strip over here and over here, which is really nice. And the grip in itself feels good in the hands, feels very premium. Feels like I am actually using my original Nintendo Switch Pro controllers. But this one, I can use it for my PC, I can use it for my mobile phones, and of course, for my Nintendo Switch.
So this new controller from Nyxi can be connected via the 2.4 wireless adapter. It can also be connected to your mobile devices like your iOS and Android devices via Bluetooth. One more thing that I really like about this controller is that it has a dedicated connection for your Nintendo Switch. So you don't even need to have your 2.4 GHz adapter for you to connect to your Nintendo Switch. One of the cool little features about this Nyxi Master P1 controller is its ability to control the volume and even mute your devices with a touch of a button. So as you can see here right now, the mute button is actually turned on because I have some sounds running in the background. So if I press this button, it will unmute the background. And I can also adjust the volume from here.
Y'all better keep up.
I can minimize the volume, or I can turn it out loud. And again, if you want to just mute it, it's just a press of a button and your sounds will be muted. Cool, right? And of course, it also has two programmable buttons at the back, which I will show you on how to set it up right now.
So before we start programming one of the two buttons at the back of this controller, let me show you what we want to do. We want to press the trigger button twice. Then we want to reload. Then we would want to switch weapons, secondary weapon, switch. Okay. So now that we have that, what we want to do is to press this settings button in the middle plus one of the two programmable buttons at the back. So when you hold it, you will feel a vibration and you will see the middle button turn green and red. You can now start programming the sequence of buttons that you would want to record on your programmable button. Once you are done, press the programmable button again at the back in order to finish the recording. So now that we programmed our M1 button at the back, let's try it out and see what it does. So with one press of a button, we will see that it goes trigger, reload, and change the secondary weapon. Again, when we press this just once, trigger, reload, switch to secondary weapon. And that's how easy it is to record and program your macro buttons at the back of this Nyxi Master P1 wireless controller.
Now let me show you how to connect this controller to our Nintendo Switch with a dedicated switch at the back of this controller.
So now let me show you how we can connect our Master P1 controller to our Nintendo Switch, which is right here. So what we need to do is to switch over at the back of our controller to the NS switch so that we can connect it to our Nintendo Switch right over here. On our Nintendo Switch, we just need to go over to finding controllers. Then go to find controllers. Then before you go to inside find controllers, turn on the Nyxi. The press of this middle button. Then you will see it in the selection of controllers inside your Nintendo Switch. And that's how easy it is to connect to our Nintendo Switch.
So, final thoughts about the Master P1 wireless controller from Nyxi. I really like this controller. The weight of the controller is just nice, and the feel of it on my hands is also very good. It feels just like I am using my original Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Also, I like the added features for this controller, like the two programmable macro buttons here, which can store up to 21 buttons or steps that we can use, and the dedicated mute button, as well as the volume up and volume down button. This is a really nice added feature for this controller. I also like how the controller in itself looks like, the strips of RGB that is just subtle but still stylish. And also the feature that you can just lock your back buttons if you don't really use it, so you will not mistakenly press it while you're playing. That is another little feature which is very nice to have. And also the ability to control the levels of my triggers is always a welcome feature. The Nyxi Master P1 wireless controller is available at their website for $50. And if you're watching this, I have great news for you, because if you use this coupon code, yes, that's right, the coupon code is middle-aged guy, you will get an additional 10% discount for your purchase of any products in the Nyxi website. So if you are interested in the Nyxi Master P1 wireless controller or any of their other GameCube themed controllers, go ahead to nyxigame.com right now, or look down at the description below. I will put all our links down there. And don't forget to use your coupon code middleageguy to get that additional 10% discount and get yours now. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!